Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game, thanks to very decent pace for a big man, and he doesn't lose out much in the air either. He could prove to be a very...
Shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Olmo. And he's well positioned here. Now can he find a finish? And he's taking no chances there. And here's Danny Olmo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pass somewhat off target. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Perez. Incoming delivery. Van Dijk getting this one clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. And this is Perez. He's in space and looking for options. Terrific header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Girassi gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for options for movement. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
He's in a great position here. Oh, cracking ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Algeria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Fernandez. Picked out brilliantly. McAllister. Doué. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. No, he's just misjudged that one. Now it's Doué. And the pass is intercepted. Thiago. Rummenigge. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rodri clears it away. Algeria have the chance to go the other way. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
A header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that looks a decent ball. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Thiago. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Bellingham proves just a little bit. He's gone for goal! Sensational from Bellingham! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Can he finish? What a wonderful goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to...
And the first half is done. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Barcelona head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. Can he finish? It's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Algeria are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Guirassy. Rummenigge, given the lift of his goal. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thiago, Dani Olmo, Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Dani Olmo. Guirassy. And here's Doué. He's having a go! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Guirassy. And this is Forlan.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri. Now it's Guirassy, looking for the run. And that's been won straight back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
In towards the back stick. And we're done. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictable...
Fallen! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And he's had a hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Short changes him with that pass. And here's Forlan. That's a little off target.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, good spread. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Oh, really well played. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
McAllister. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rummenigge takes a shot!
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He has found the way through. Oh, he's found support out wide. And Del Piero!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Girassi. Not the most accurate pass. Doué. Fernandez can see things others simply cannot. And no, he's seen through all of that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He won't be happy with that one. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh! Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw. And this is getting better and better. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Fernandez concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Forlan. And it's Doué. Lampard. And claimed it back swiftly. Algeria are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Terrific header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Forlan. Bellingham has a shot! Off the post! Van Dijk gets it clear. Lovely feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Irwin goes on a charge down the left. Good read, needed to be. Wan-Bissaka, and that's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right, looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. Bellingham knocks it into space. Forlan gets into a good position. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Wow, that's a fine save. Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And they've got rid. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. No way through there. Can he get it through? Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fernandes. And it's Thiago. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Del Piero. It's Lampard! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And across. All Black claims it, safe hands. Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance.
And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's a sharp pass. Doué, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
1 minute added time.
Great vision. Del Piero. Good ball over the top. Rummenigge. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Just a quick reminder today.
Your reflections then, Jim.
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter. He's tough in the tackle and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition break through, he's got the pace to get back and make a vital intervention.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. And it's Guardiola. Now this could be a... He's having a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this is Del Piero, and the flag has stayed down. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away. Rummenigge! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. He is just caressing the ball. Cafu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That is a brilliant interception. Big chance! It's there! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here.
There's a quick free kick. Walker. It's run loose, who's going to get there? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Algeria have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a... Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Referee's given a throw. And it's Del Piero. Now he's got space here.
Played back in. Van Dijk.
Is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Pelé. Pelé charging forward, the ball at his feet. Robson. Back into the middle.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Simplicity itself. And the first half is done.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely weighted ball. Rummenigge. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Algeria get their 4th corner. Well, now it's a race. Has another go! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
They're up to 5 corners now. And that should get the job done.
And it's Del Piero.
Chance! Oh, what? And one more try! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Del Piero. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this. The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
So will they make it count again? In he goes again!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Algeria really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shoots! He scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
We have ourselves a real game here. Well, could be danger here. And that's gone loose.
Guardiola
is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nedved gets into some space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Buffon. That's been cut out, well played. Fernandez. Rummenigge. And he's managed to get free. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's making a real surge on the left. Nedved.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rummenigge picks it up out wide.
Has been indicated.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Nedved threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Rummenigge is herring after that one. He could be in here. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
The action has already started.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
Goes for a shot!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner.
Del Piero plays it short.
Mateus stood his ground strongly. Vermin! Van Bronckhorst.
Nedved.
Now it's Schneider. India.
Couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Looking to play him in. Rummenigge. He's having a shot!
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Still goalless at the moment. Nicely shaped ball. Rummenigge is onto this.
Schneider.
Now he's got space here.
And the ball is out of play.
Now it's Nedved.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Now it's Del Piero. Plays a sharp little ball here.
And it's Nedved. Nedved making good progress on the right-hand side. Cruyff!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Cristiano, and a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A nice sequence of passes, this.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lampard. There he goes, motoring forward.
Guardiola. That's been slipped through. Big header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, it's come off the upright.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Oh, well played, well played.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space.
Oh, that was vital.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And we are up to the break.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
And the second half gets underway.
Both sides defensively robust up to now. It's not an especially good pass, that. Fermin. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
India clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cruyff. He's picked... And Cruyff! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Fermin.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Nedved. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's having a go! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 25.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
16, Fermin. Number 7, Frank Lampard. Number 4, Mateus. Coming on the field.
Now it's Haaland.
Number 8,
Cruyff.
Number 22.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass.
Tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Lowe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Van Bronckhorst. Tries the cutback. And that is a little undercooked.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Cruyff. Steaming on goalwards. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Thiago. That is lovely.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
In by Del Piero. That's going to go a long way. And the number on the board is 3. This looks promising. And this is Thiago. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against that.
In the first season, they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course.
Terrific header! He scored!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cafu. Now Robson.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Varane was in no mood for any of that. So
Messi! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
it was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely shaped ball. Now there's a fine...
He's had a shot! It's hit the upright.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Delivers with whip. And that's the keeper's ball. And the pass is intercepted. And he's there to make the challenge. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Played down the flank. Dani Olmo providing an outlet on that flank. Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nedved picks it up out...
Neymar! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Goal! After 42 minutes is
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Nedved.
Neymar. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And here's Neymar. Good ball, good take. There's the delivery. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And if you do have a chance
It is
today,
quite
please
a
take some
game,
time
breathless
out to give your
and
support to our
laced with
Villa
excitement.
Stadium fund.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Zanetti, and he's got... He scores! Oh, terrible mistake.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. Gerrard goes steaming forward. Cruyff. And here's... takes the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Xabi Alonso getting this one clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ambitious ball here. Searching pass he's played there. He has found the way through. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's been shipped out wide.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And there's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Just eases him off the ball. That's really well cleared.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pele. Look at this. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
India go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Applies the finish! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Dani Olmo, Rijkaard, demonstrating his defensive quality there. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, no joy this time. That's a good run down the left. And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Just a quick announcement.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Quality ball. Baresi spots it and intercepts. And here's Fernandez. Cafu with the clearance. Raya. Keeper's got good distance on that. Law. Cafu.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Zanetti. And here's Neymar. Ibrahimovic! Now who's going to be first to this? And he's had a hit! Oh, a very decent attempt. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Is on chance! Goal! Barcelona! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that...
And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Albert Ferrer. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now, can they get him away? Fernandez looking to run onto it.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Now that is a hefty challenge. And we have our very first corner. Stojkovic with the short one. Played in deep. And the shot! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
Second period then underway. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Zanetti. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Looking to play him in, and the through ball. Chance for a shot! And that was very necessary. Gerrard is there to clear. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now that's well seen too. Law. Well, that is one way to stop him. Albert Ferrer. And Dani Olmo. Rummenigge. Albert Ferrer. And he's managed to get free. And the pass is intercepted. Rummenigge. And it's Stojkovic. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge. And he's had it nicked away. Dani Olmo. Van Dijk. Knocks it into space. That could spell trouble. Ferdinand getting this one clear. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
It's Neymar! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Goes for the shot! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Gerrard. Crunching tackle. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Dani Olmo. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually. Certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Rummenigge claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is...